So to come on ITV News, when it comes to video games, the more bits, the better, and the new machine from Nintendo is as good as it gets.
The icon behind me shows nothing but cloud. We're actually talking about rain this evening, tapering off, even a chance of wet flurries. If we go down to 4 degrees, it's going to turn white, so your cuddly toys might be a bit soggy.
On the weekend?
Yeah.
I better explain that he's going on a toy run.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the toys she's talking about.
Yes.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'll let you know on Monday.
Okay.
Thanks, Claire.
You know, it's not even Halloween yet, but millions of kids already know what they want for Christmas, a new video game system called Nintendo 64.
Nintendo's new game machine is 64 bits, making it the most powerful machine on the market. Herb Weisbaum tells us all about it.
Just a few years ago, this was state-of-the-art, flat and two-dimensional, with characters who had very limited movements. With Nintendo's 64-bit technology, it's a whole new game. Now Mario lives in a 3D world, and you can make him go wherever you want.
Whatever you thought about video games before, set it aside, try it. It's a whole new experience.
The N64 is truly breakthrough technology. Nintendo took the power of a $100,000 computer workstation and put it into an affordable home game machine. The result? Some of the best video games ever made.
The graphics engine is much tighter, much cleaner, and you know, it is really the kind of graphics that we had always hoped that we could see. Well, now we're actually starting to see them.
Clearly, the N64 is a cutting-edge machine, but it will debut with only 2 games. Nintendo promises 10 more by Christmas, and company executives don't seem too worried about the limited library.
The key isn't the number of games, the key is the quality of the games.
Nintendo will spend $54 million to launch its new system, the biggest advertising blitz in company history.
This is it, the power of N64.
Game players will be urged to change the system by upgrading to the N64. Pulling out all the stops, Nintendo's already sent this videotape sales pitch to 500,000 potential customers.
I mean, even from a jaded gamer's point of view, somebody who's seen thousands of games, they've done things that I've sat up and said, wow, this is pretty neat stuff. And if they can keep that up, yes, you know, I'm going to be one of the first in line to get it.
Just look what happened in Japan. The day N64 hit the market, customers lined up for hours waiting to get one. Nintendo sold 300,000 machines that first day.
Wow.
That's going to drive parents nuts.
Is it ever?
Kids are going to want it. The parents are not going to be able to find it. It's one of those classic Christmas things, and I can't believe we're talking about Christmas already.
I know. You know what? I can hardly figure out paddle pong. I don't know how the kids play this thing. You ever sat down with a kid when they start playing these things?
No, they're very good at it.
Oh, they're excellent. Let's head over to Perry and Ron right now for Sports Night. They look like a couple of electronic game players.
You play Nintendo?
No.
No, you know what? Either do I.
Well, I can, but not very well.
No,
You guys ever played Space Invaders?
Good evening, gentlemen. We've been expecting you.
This is it, the power of N64, the driving force in the next generation of video games. With 64-bit technology, you're a witness to moves and graphics that no other system can match. 360-degree viewing, 3-dimensional graphic interpretations, anti-aliasing for crisp graphics, and too many other things that are just going to blow your mind. Welcome to N64.
Greetings, gentlemen. Your journey begins this way, and from this way we go that way.
Yo, what is this? Yo, it's kind of dark in here.
Okay.
Hey guys, how you doing? So, I understand you're here to find out about the Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64, we call it that because it happens to be the world's first 64-bit hardware. Now, I could go on and on about all the technical stuff, but I think it's easier for me to explain that as I show you the game.
Hello!
So let me jump into the game. You notice that Mario's standing in this huge field outside of a big castle. Now, if I take the control stick and I just move it a little bit, you notice that Mario will start to tiptoe. If I move it a little bit farther, Mario will start this kind of slow walk. Crank it and he goes full-out sprint. Whip it in circles. Full 360-degree control.
360.
And I'm going to cruise up into this castle, because that's where most of the levels are.
Go, little man, go.
Whee. What kind of skills do you have, little man?
Now that I'm inside of the castle, before I go show you a level, I'd like to show you some of the cool things that Mario can do. Now, I'm sure you've seen traditional Mario games. You know that Mario can do things like climb and jump on enemies, but now Mario's got some stunts.
Check out Mario, man, doing those backflips.
If I push the Z and then push jump, Mario does a layout double backflip. If I run along, push Z jump, whoa, Mario jumps a mile.
Oh, look at that. Did you see him climb?
I can get Mario to do things climbing trees. I can get Mario to do things by hanging on ledges. I can do a ton of stuff with Mario.
Oh, did you see that?
Yo, you see the way he went to that door?
No kidding.
Is going to be this holiday season. It's the new Nintendo 64. So what's the big deal, and why is Toys R Us already sold out? We have the answers.
Hi, you guys busy?
Considering how popular Mario is.
See these three guys right here? Who are they? Okay, if you don't know who that one is or that one is, how about that one? Do you know who that one is?
Super Mario.
It comes as no surprise that Nintendo's new video game featuring Mario is in major demand. It's the new leader of the video game pack, featuring 64-bit technology that produces amazing 3D animation, including zoom-in technology that might make you dizzy. Want a different angle? Just press a button. This Santa Monica Toys R Us store sold out in 15 minutes, but the store model is attracting Nintendo fans like crazy.
I ride the bus from school and I stop, and then I walk in and I play.
I bought the 64 system for a son for his 35th birthday.
So how different is it from the old Mario games? Well, take a look. There's really no comparison. They've even made the music, well, honestly, less annoying. But just how easy is it to play Nintendo 64? After all, the controller looks like it could be used on some kind of military jet. Well, we took the system to a Nintendo expert, my son. It was his first time. I knew immediately I'd lost him. I tried to reach him.
Hello? Hello? Do you want me to show you?
But it was impossible.
Go over to the left, see if he's over on the left. Want me to try it?
Nope.
The price tag, it's $199 for the unit and $60 for each game. And so far, only 2 games are available, but more titles are planned to be released in the months ahead.
Because it's really great.
I'm gonna bug my mom to get it.
Parents, you've been warned. Nintendo 64 is very likely to produce this year's biggest holiday headache.
It's sold out already.
I know, but somehow I'll get it. Somehow. I don't know how, but I'll get it.
There you go. Nintendo's got a hit on their hand, it looks like.
You got about 5 words out of Gage there.
I know, he was so intense.
And now you have to be purchasing this.
He really wants it now.
Yes,
yeah.
and you really
I told
have
him
to
they
find
don't
it.
have any. I said, see, the story says they're sold out.
He's like, well, what about this one, though, Mom? I'm enjoying this.
Your mom, you can do anything.
That's right.
Don't you know the people who own the company, rather?
Yeah.
Super Mario is leading the way for Nintendo, but with Sony snapping at his heels. For the computer giants, this is not a game. They're battling over who'll dominate the UK market. Nintendo is expecting its new, faster machine, the 64, to be an instant hit, but it has Sony and Sega to contend with.
I'm not sure if there's room for 3 players in the market. Certainly there are room for 2 players in the market. Personally, I believe what you'll see is a Nintendo 64 become the dominant machine just precisely because it's so graphically advanced on the other machines. Sony PlayStation will really become the budget machine for entry-level gamers. And Sega are going to have a tough fight on their hands to stay in the market.
Sony has already sold 750,000 PlayStations in the UK alone and will use its financial muscle to make sure it holds on to the #1 position. But whatever computer games buffs think about the prices, they like the new Nintendo console.
It's better than anything else out at the moment. Like, it's better than PlayStation and Saturn, I reckon. It's a lot better.
Graphics, the music, the gameplay, everything is just much better.
The graphics are better than the PlayStation.
Much better.
And the cartridge still lays up quicker than a CD. That's what makes it better.
The early 90s were difficult for the computer games market. Sales fell as much as 50%, and although we're seeing a revival, there is a question mark over the future. A survey of the European electronic games market by Data Monitor suggests that sales of games consoles will peak in 1999, and that after that, increasingly market share will be taken by PCs and online services.
It's a fight to the death. We've seen it before with different systems. Sega are struggling to keep up at the moment. Sony have had things pretty much their own way for the last 2 years, but Nintendo are the biggest video games company in the world. They've got a tradition of making the best games you can buy. They're not the friendliest company to the rest of the industry, and the fight between Nintendo and Sega and Sony will go on right through to Christmas. This is just the beginning of Christmas.
In the short term, customers should be the winners as competition sends prices tumbling. Rivals welcome the Nintendo 64, saying it would stimulate the market, but Sony will do everything in its power to keep its PlayStation at #1 for Christmas '97.
Prepare for the following erotic interactive transmission.
Whoa! I worked on my setup just a little bit, a day or so ago. I'm still going to tweak this a lot. I said this on a previous stream where I just showed this off briefly, but this is... Everything surrounding me is ripped out of a Playboy video I found that was all about the internet. And they had a whole bit where a naked lady got downloaded over the internet or something like that through this overlay. Hi, it's been a long time since I streamed last. One day I'll get a real camera over here. I'm just using a shitty Logitech camera, so there's a lot of noise and I look really blue. But yeah, it's been a bit. I cannot believe it's been like 6 months since I last streamed F.E.A.R, and I was already pretty far into it. I think we might be able to beat it this stream, or maybe next stream. Thank you for subbing, Tanaki. Also, thanks to the anonymous person who gifted 5 subs. Thanks for that. Yeah, that was 6 months ago. I cannot believe it. By the way, is the correct microphone coming through? I should just probably monitor this myself and see what I sound like. Oh, no, I sound fine. Okay. I wasn't quite sure. There is a little bit of noise in the background that's you can... I have some very loud-ass cicadas outside, and also I have an air conditioner just a couple feet away. Just a couple feet away. I really had to pause to get a drink there. And it's a little rattly, a little vibrating, but this microphone doesn't pick up stuff very far away from it, so... But yeah, I guess it's time to go back to playing F.E.A.R. Maybe finish it tonight, if not now, on Saturday. a couple little accounting things get out of the way first. One, hey, the game I'm working on is coming out very soon, in like 2-ish weeks. Saints Row is coming out really soon. Basically 2 weeks, yeah. Which means I'm gonna have a lot more free time soon, and we will be picking up the Final Fantasy VII Remake Let's Play again and finishing that off. We're not even halfway through the DLC campaign yet. We're getting really close to finishing the part 5 of JoJo for Dogs Must Die, Bizarre Podcast, which is crazy that we're almost caught up. And also, you don't have to do this. I can afford this. But I have some really bad dental work coming soon. That's going to cost a lot of money. So, if you can afford it and you want to, I wouldn't mind a tip or two or some bits or something. Because I have to get 2 root canals or extractions, either one. And then I got to if I get the extraction, I have to get 2 implants put in and then crowns for both. One of these teeth is infected, apparently. It hasn't hurt yet. I'm starting to get some really mild headaches, and I don't know. I've just found that out a couple days ago, so I can afford the $5,000 it's going to cost, but it's going to hurt. And that's after insurance, so also thanks for subbing, F.E.A.R. Also thank for the 1,000 bits, Permanent Sigh. Thanks for the sub block spiders. Damn. But yeah, I found out. Yeah. Also, it's bullshit that dental insurance is different from health insurance. Teeth are a major part of health. It's not just cosmetic shit. Like if you have bad teeth, you're gonna have a bad fucking time. So they're important. You gotta have those teeth. And I brush my teeth and floss every day. The reason why these 2 teeth are fucked is because I have fillings from when I was like 16 that I didn't go to the dentist. Last time I was at the dentist, like for a checkup, was like in 2018 or something. It took way too long to do it, and so while my teeth are like fine, my really ancient fillings are cracking. And I'm getting cavities underneath the fillings, and for some reason, my the following notification is clipping off the screen. That's cool. Here, let's see if I can fix that real quick while we're just talking here. Some of this will be cut out from the VOD, so don't worry. Yeah, it's just the fillings cracked, and it got worse underneath the fillings over time, and I didn't even know. What a bunch of horse shit. So yeah, that's just a bummer. Okay, here, we're going to emulate a follower. Okay, that one looks fine. I don't know why the other one's wrong. Yeah, dental care should be part of healthcare, absolutely. Wow, Elena, thank you for tipping $3.90, and thank you for Mistral Machine Gun for tipping the $5. Damn. Yeah, the fillings should stop from happening. It's just they're really old fillings, and so they just failed after a certain point. I'm honestly thinking maybe doing the extraction and getting implants, because apparently implants have a lower failure rate than teeth that have had a root canal do. I did learn, though, apparently root canals, not that painful, actually. They're apparently like today at least, supposedly around the same pain level as like getting a filling done. Numbing agents and stuff, and they just drill into the canals and do shit in there, and it's apparently not that bad. So yeah, better anesthetics and stuff. I found out that root canals are charged by the root, so top teeth, I believe, have 3 roots, and bottom teeth only have 2 roots, so root canals up here are more expensive than the bottom ones because there's an extra root. Ugh, it's so dumb. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to whatever I'm going to have done. I'm thinking about the implants maybe, but ugh. Anyways, it's time for, at least don't have gingivitis. If you can, please fucking floss every day. It's very important. But yeah, it's time for F.E.A.R. Here we go. Boop. That'll take a second to pop back on stream, I believe. Hello? There we go. It's been a bit since I've streamed, so can you all see this? Can you all hear this? It ducked out for a second because I clicked away from the game. Alright, cool. I was balancing the audio earlier. We may still need to have to duck down the audio a little bit more for combat segments. Who knows? So it's been a long time since I played this, and even when I play this game straight, I have a hard time following the minutia of the plot because so much of it is just over phone calls and voicemails and stuff. But basically, I believe we rescued... We rescued the daughter of Harlan Wade, who is the CEO or some other important dude. Some other important dude at Armorcam or Armortech or whatever it's called. And we were supposed to escort her away in a helicopter. Yeah, Alice Wade and Harlan Wade, they both work there. Oh, I know. I'm going to look away and you'll be... Oh, I didn't even have to look away. You're just there. Yeah, we tried to rescue an important person. Helicopter got shot down. The woman has run away to find Harlan Wade at a separate facility. Time to make this man into a skeleton. It's still good 6 months later, folks. Also, my health is low. Let's pump it up. Yeah. So, yeah, we gotta go to this facility. And we're still dealing with all of these guys who are soldiers, all controlled via a psychic commander whose name is Paxton Fettel. Oh yeah, didn't I pick up the really big fuck... Yeah, the big fuck off gun. That's really good. Let's use that more. I did not mean to do a jumping double kick. But... Oh, another one. I don't know what blew up. Well, okay. Did I do that to myself? Or was there more enemies behind me, maybe? Did the truck die? Here, we'll play it a little more safe for a second here. Okay. Got at least one guy exploding into chunks there. Okay, yeah, just guys appeared behind me, basically. God. It's one of the tough guys. Okay. Hey. There we go. Whoop. this gun's cool, but rocket launcher. Okay. Yeah, I praised it like every single stream of this game so far, but yeah, the sound design in this game is incredible. Very few, like, I feel like lots of games with their sound design still have a good amount of trouble conveying that things actually weigh something. Okay. I'll just jump over it. Whoop! Hup! Okay. Probably should have shot it with the rocket, but oh well. Or, you know, just walk into a door. There we go. Oh man, I severed him right at the torso. Yeah! By the way, there's a demo of a... If you want to play, like, a new F.E.A.R, there is a demo I heavily recommend checking out. There's a game in development called Trepang 2, and it is very clearly heavily inspired by F.E.A.R, combat-wise. And I haven't played through the whole demo yet, because it was kind of a meaty demo, but yeah, it's kick-ass. Probably the only time I've seen someone properly emulate the gun feel and everything about F.E.A.R. I forget when that comes out. I think it comes out later this year, maybe? Or in October? Yeah, Trepang, like Trepang 2. Permanent Side, did your donation make it through? I believe it did. From earlier? Unless there is a second one. From 9 minutes ago. Yeah, I got that one. Thank you. Sorry, I need an extra monitor to properly check this. I don't have sound alerts yet for any of this stuff because I still need to get some time to like go through what stupid ass sounds I want for donation alerts and stuff. So I just kind of have a feed on the side, but only one monitor. Damn, it's dark. Yeah, there's like pretty crazy dual wielding, like huge shotguns and stuff. One monitor just like Voidburger. Yeah, we both do one monitor setups. I mean, technically I have a second monitor, but it's for a completely different computer. They aren't linked up to each other. Because my work from home setup is like... I have my own personal computer that I use for streaming and editing Let's Plays and stuff and capturing video. And then I have another PC that is from work that's up on like a VPN so I can work directly from like the server at the office from home. And so those monitors are for separate things. Oh man, not again. Fuck. Well, shit. I should pay attention to doorways and narrow hallways. Yeah, Trepang 2, pretty cool. It's interesting because it's like... So it's got a similar structure to F.E.A.R. and like its combat encounters and the weapon feel and even like the look and everything. It also seems slightly horror tinged while being mostly an action game. But in between missions, you go to like your headquarters and there's like a world map where you're picking different missions from there and you return and there's like side quest missions and stuff. And it seemed like there were some additional like ways to upgrade yourself or something. But yeah, I was pretty impressed from what I played. Okay. All right. I didn't see anything down that alleyway. Imagine this game in VR, yeah, right? Cruelty Squad is still a thing I need to play. Voiburger played a good amount of it last year before Giant Bomb did their Game of the Year deliberations and stuff, and she really liked it. So yeah, what's going on here? I don't think... I don't see any other doorways. There's just a truck that is indestructible. Do I want a reminder? Yeah. Is there something I'm forgetting about here? Yeah, it's the gun truck. Back into the alcove I was in before. Back down here, you mean? Oh, in the alley. Oh, trigger the truck and run back. Duh. Thank you. Don't know why that was not triggering my mind that there's a little outcropping here. Thank you very much. It's been a while since I played... I mean, the last time I played a first-person shooter, I think, or any first-person stuff, was last time I streamed this game, because I have been extreme... I've been in extreme tactical RPG mode.
Shortly after a U.S. military helicopter crashed on the roof of an abandoned hotel, fierce fighting was reported in the surrounding area. Police have expanded their cordon to include Auburn and have begun evacuating residents from the primarily industrial district.
There's just way too many actually genuinely good RPGs and tactical RPGs coming out this year. It's pretty crazy after, you know, many years of not having too many of those. I'm currently like 15-ish hours into Triangle Strategy, which has been pretty great. I was very happy to actually be engaged by the story after the developer's previous game had a story I was not very into, which... that being Octopath Traveler. Uh-huh. Yeah. Heavily recommend trying out the demo for Triangle Strategy if you're curious. It's one of those demos where, you know, your progress carries over to the main game, too. So, that's pretty nice. Also, it's like the first 3 hours of the game or something like that. Whoa. Yeah, there's that Tactics Ogre port, which I've never played a Tactics Ogre, so I'm excited to try that game out, although it's a shame they're using a weird-ass smoothing filter on all the sprites. Getting my ass kicked a little bit here. Yeah, there's that, from that NVIDIA leak, there's that rumored Final Fantasy Tactics remaster or remake. Don't know which. Very excited for that. There's the remakes of Front Mission 1 and 2. I've always wanted to get into Front Mission, so that sounds pretty awesome to me. And not a tactics RPG, but still pretty good. I just finished playing the remake. Do I want the Penetrator? How many shots left do I have in Skeleton Gun? That's still 11 guys if I have 100% accuracy. I don't know. Ooh, there's like a health upgrade thingy over there. Hello. Damn it. But Live Alive, the remake of Live Alive, is extremely good. Heavily recommend that game. I thought it was just going to be kind of a cool, like, historical novelty at first. Be like, oh, here's this kind of influential RPG that, you know, never came out of Japan, unless you played, you know, like an English ROM hack of it or something. But no, the game's genuinely really good. Has kick-ass music. Visually looks very good on the Switch, too. Probably the best-looking HD 2D project so far. It's a lot less blurry than Triangle Strategy is, too, which is a bonus. I just love the sound of sucking up those med packs. I feel, there's, it's not really like a traditional, like, tile-based tactics game, but there's also Square Enix's F.E.A.R Chronicles, which is like a... Excuse me? Some heavy cans. A demo just came out for F.E.A.R Chronicles today, or late last night, and it's like a combo, like, tactics and, like, RTS game. And I've heard some positive impressions from some people who have tried the demo, so I'm kind of curious in that now, too. Okay, I just looped around, didn't I? And yeah, I think visually F.E.A.R Chronicles is looking a little better than it did when they first showed it. Yeah. Also, yeah, chat, the game still says Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on stream. I have tried multiple times to change it to F.E.A.R, and the change is just not taking on Twitch for whatever reason. And I did this before I even started streaming. Yeah! I shot him in the ankle and his whole body exploded. Whoop! Ah, okay. Put you... Shotgun. A very video game shotgun in that the distance turns into a pea shooter. Alright. There. Sorted. Yes, and for people who have not seen the previous stream VODs or watched the streams live, yeah, this laser gun I've been using, it turns guys into skeletons when you shoot them. It's fucking cool. I feel like I've been shorting grenades for a little while here. Oh! Okay, we got another guy here. Okay, he burped. I think that means he's dead. Ah. Wow, he's still alive. Okay. Glad they're just... Oh, shit. Glad they're throwing a lot of body armor at me right now, because holy crap. Here we go. Whoop. I wanted to jump on the crate and then do a jump and kick. It still worked out. It's good. But yeah, I played so many RPGs in a row this year. It's been almost nothing but RPGs so far. So I decided I needed to change it up a bit, which is why I've also been playing AI, the Somnium Files, which is a game I tried to play once before when it originally came out. Ooh, hello?
She's close now. Her presence is strong here.
I'm stuck in the trash bag. AI, the Somnium Files, written, developed by the same team that made the Nonary games, so 999, Virtue's Last Reward, stuff like that, which I fucking love those games. They're the best written trash fires. And something about Somnium Files just really turned me off the first time I tried it, but I gave it a second shot a couple days ago, and now I'm like 3/4 of the way through it, and was surprised to see it had some very genuinely, like, actually affecting character writing in it. It's kind of sad and bittersweet at the same time. And then... oh, it's one of these dudes. Oh, wow. I whiffed it. Oh, well. And then in the middle of, like, all that genuinely affecting, like, good character writing is a whole bunch of really crazy, wacky shit. And every single action scene is some Looney Tunes shit where you have to distract people by throwing porno mags and conducting lightning from the sky to kill them all in one go and shit like that. Sometimes Somnium Files does feel like it could potentially take place in the Metal Gear universe, because I'm learning there's a lot of AI stuff going on. There's a lot of secret society stuff going on. Potentially, maybe, I'm not sure. There's a lot. There has been talk of nanomachines. A teenage girl talked. Well, I schooled a teenage girl on what nanomachines were while explaining the sync machine, which is a machine you use to download your brain into people's dreams.
I got a feeling this situation is about to blow up.
I almost streamed Somnium Files, because that game, just like the Nonary games, has a bunch of branching points in its story, and you can't get the whole plot without seeing all the, the different branching paths and all that. And I hit a point where I had to go back to the earliest branching path to get any other story branches going. So it was almost at the start of the game, and I thought, oh, maybe this would be a pretty decent place to start the stream, but I was too interested in where the story was going, and so I just kept playing. Yeah, Twitch does say I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I mean, I wish that game was out, but sadly, no. Not till 2023? Yeah, winter next year is the time frame they gave, which is shockingly, honestly, sooner than I was expecting. I thought 2024. Oh, the invisible ninja guys. Hello. Damn it. Kick. That's one guy. And I fell in a hole. Fellas, when you do a double jumping kick right into a hole to your death? Isn't that embarrassing? That's one. That's two. There we go. great. There we go. Good. Is there a second one? Captain in the chat rewatching the Watch Dogs Let's Play. I love that Let's Play. You know what's really funny, though? I barely remember any of it. Like, people describe really funny things that happen to me on Twitter sometimes. I'm like, I'm very happy that that is, you know, you're getting entertainment out of that and laughing and stuff, but, like, I don't remember that happening almost for sure. I mean, I certainly remember Aiden Pierce's iconic cap. How can you forget that? I remember Uncle Vash the Stampede from very early on. I remember several of the multiplayer invasions, because those were all pretty fucking funny. Okay. Bye. I remember the character Bedbug vanishing from the story when it was clear that there was a story rewrite to make it so that you didn't kill him because he called you after he fell out of like an 8th story window or something, because they realized, hey, maybe that's a little too mean. Okay. Ah, damn, I gotta reload. I need to lead my shots a little bit more. Whoa, I'm on fire! Shit! Okay. Good thing I mashed on the medkit button there. I was about to hit 0. Ah, fuck. Shit. There we go. I have wanted to try... I never finished Watch Dogs 2, even though I was actually kind of genuinely enjoying that game. I have it on PC now. I should probably pick it up at some point, because I'm not playing on that PC, but I did build a new gaming PC. My previous gaming PC was finally like just starting to show its age. It was like I built it in like 2012, and it still runs a lot of games perfectly fine. It's just there were some things I want to do that I could not do.
All right. Flashlight.
Yeah, missed. If you're curious, by the way, about the specs for my new gaming PC, I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but if you go to this hot new website called Co-Host, you can see there's a post from a couple weeks ago where I put all the specs in there. Chip cheese them at cohost.org. I'm Chostin. Finally, a 4th website I can go to. I got lucky. Well, lucky for the time at least. I have a 3080 Ti in the new gaming PC. I was able to snatch it right, like basically the day GPUs started to become like normal price again, when all the crypto shit was really just pooping its pants a couple months ago. And I just suddenly noticed Best Buy had 3080s for like a sane price. And oh yeah, Astrocult posted the link to my post in the chat if y'all want to check it out. But also, like, I put it in a really tiny case. Thanks to my friend Brandon, who was kind of helped me with putting the build together, like what parts I would need. But because I've just been out of the loop for like so many years, because why even try to build a gaming PC when, you know, everything is $3,000 because of the crypto nerds? Yeah, it's really cute and tiny, and it's fucking great.
Thanks for the help. Wish I could have done more. Kick some ass.
I've been able to run like everything in 4K so far. Final Fantasy 14 in 4K at 120 is pretty great. Yeah, the 3080 Ti is very large, though. Like, the case I have it in is, like, the minimum size case that can still fit a 3080 Ti. Whoa! I don't think that... Okay, that was supposed to happen. I thought it was one of those, like that issue I had last stream where I was stuck in the elevator. That's a fun transition. It is very funny to have, like, spooky hallucination scenes and stuff, but in a game where you've got, you know, guns that turn men into skeletons, and so it's not that that scary. I mean, I remember being scared at the time when I played this first. It's just I have a very high tolerance for horror stuff for the most part now. Damn it, I looped back. My one critique of this game, it's so easy to loop around. Yeah, if there were just objective markers and that was it, that would be perfect. Yeah, is it just elevator for real this time? You might be right. Recco in the chat saying, would enjoy Chip's next FPS break game being either Condemned. I mean, I did that subtitle Let's Play of Condemned back in fucking 2010.
I want you out of there as soon as you got Wade and the girl. Get them back to base so I can debrief them in person. Good luck in there.
I forget how many intervals are in this game. 11, I think? Oh, right. Turrets. Sadly, turrets don't have skeletons. An oversight for sure. First, is there stuff over here? Yes. Oh! Whoop, shit. By the way, didn't see it on my Twitter like a week or two ago? Wow, I can't see for shit right now. So after we finish Final Fantasy VII Remake, you know, we'll have to move on to a new game to do a Let's Play of. We were on Ranged Touch's charity stream they did a couple weeks ago, and there was an incentive to, if during our hour or two that we were on, if there was, we got enough donations, we would do a Let's Play of a game we joked about doing a Let's Play of at the very start, which was Zork. So we have to do a Let's Play of Zork now. You know, the very first one, the text-based one with zero graphics. So, trying to figure out how to do a Zork Let's Play. We might just be VTubers for the Zork Let's Play. We're thinking about that. Could have just looped around doing that. I'm a dummy. But there's also another game kind of halfway in the can already for a Let's Play. Because in between my employment stints at Volition, the current one and the previous one, when there were those layoffs, and I was just like unemployed for 18 months, I got real depressed and then went, hey, wait a minute, Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out soon, and I started playing all the Kingdom Hearts games in preparation for that, because I hadn't played anything. I never completed Birth by Sleep or played anything after that. And so I just started recording Kingdom Hearts while just doing a playthrough of it. And so there is a full recording of all of Kingdom Hearts from 2018 that's been on a hard drive for a lot of years. Just waiting for commentary to be put over it.
Shit!
Oh, it's this guy. There he is. Right. I forget his name. Okay. Skeleton! Also, Kingdom Hearts seems like a kind of... You okay?
Shit!
Looking good to me! Looks great! And yes, I am aware of the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play curse that apparently exists, where LP groups just come to pieces in the middle of it. But I assure you, we're professionals. Whoop! I whiffed it. There we go. Also, no plans to do like a full Let's Play series of Kingdom Hearts. It's just the first one. Unless we get a real big drive to like do more of them or something, but... it kind of makes sense timing-wise now, because it'd be kind of a funny contrast to Final Fantasy VII Remake, because the Final Fantasy VII characters that are in there are very different from the remake. And also, Grant's been watching every single Disney production from the very start and, like, writing about it on his co-host page, so there's some nice overlap there.
More info on Origin. The genetic reference they use for the program is apparently powerful psychic. Makes sense. If you want a telepathic commander, you need a telepath. Anna was a woman. Says here she gave live birth to the prototypes. Seems Wade wasn't convinced the psychic characteristics were genetic. He figured there was a better chance it'd be passed along if the fetus gestated inside the subject. So they put her in a coma, made her carry a genetically engineered baby to term,
Yeah, man. But it was fun to record the all the footage for the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play back then, because it's the final mix version of the game, and I had never actually played through the final mix version, so I was kind of thrown through a bit of a loop with some of the new abilities and stuff and changes to the gameplay. And also that meant I had to fight that new secret boss that they added in Final Mix. And I beat him first try, which was pretty crazy because he seemed very difficult, and I just got him. Whoop! Hey! Where? Hey! Still a guy up here or something? Yeah, burning documents. Who shot it? There you are. Wow, flanking. Okay, I'm back down here. Let's get back up because the store is locked. I just gotta like walk over it on the pipes or something. Are we gonna watch cutscenes of the mobile gacha Kingdom Hearts game on YouTube? No. Like I already edited a lot of the Let's Play too. Like I just didn't have the footage captured. Like had it ready for us to talk over and everything already. And the very first thing you see at the start of that Let's Play that I edited forever ago was just a disclaimer saying that we are under no obligation to Let's Play the rest of the Kingdom Hearts series, and I honestly wrote it more for myself than anyone else. I'm not against doing an LP of an entire franchise of a game, or an entire Let's Play of a franchise, but not when it's that many games. Unless I extremely love every single game in the series like I do with Metal Gear. Kingdom Hearts, there's some games in that series I don't like. Mainly, what's the name of it? Dream Drop Distance. The combat in that one is rough. Oh, also, I missed this. Josh Moniz, thank you for resubbing. What's the weirdest game I've played lately? Honestly, I haven't played anything super weird. God damn it. In a bit, just because I've been on such a tactical RPG kick. There is a weird game I've wanted to play. It's on my Steam wishlist right now. I just haven't gotten around to picking it up. It's a game called Garage. It is a very strange looking point-and-click adventure game that was Japan only from the 90s. And it finally got an English localization. I think they added new content to it as well or something like that. But yeah, I've really wanted to play that. I think it looks really interesting. Okay, so this is a dead end. I have to go across, I think, to over here. But I can't get on this fucking pipe! Let me on the pipe! Or do I just drop down here? I just drop down here. Ha ha ha. Alright.
Norton, do you really think you can get rid of the evidence by shredding documents and wiping hard drives?
This way!
To make herself comfortable in it. Don't be
you still there?
Dog and jump in after her.
Everybody take cover! Help me!
Oh, hello, Voidburger.
Honey, I just won in Fall Guys.
You won a Fall Guys match?
I won in Fall Guys.
Very nice.
I don't know if I'm on camera. I won at Fall Guys.
You are not on camera right now. Do you want to be on camera?
Good. I look bad.
Okay, I won't put you on camera.
Don't perceive me. It was really funny because I won even though I was very bad at the final game, which was like...
Was everyone else just fucking up real bad?
Everyone else was too aggressive. And
Yeah.
I was just kind of steering clear of everybody else, and eventually it was one guy and me, and I was like, "Holy shit, is this happening?" And then he fell down. He fell down a damn hole.
Nice.
while I was trying to figure out what to do with him. So,
Very nice.
yay, winner!
Congrats.
Chicken dinner, as the priests.
Oh
say.
my god.
As the man of the cloth says, "Winner, winner, chicken dinner."
Chat, we were at a wedding a couple weeks ago, and the Catholic priest said, "Winner, winner, chicken dinner."
He also said, "My man."
He said, "My man," and he also told the groom at one point that something he did was clutch.
"Oh yes, clutch."
Yeah, that was clutch.
And him, like, taking care of his baby was the type of masculinity you just don't see these days.
He pulled out the whole masculinity is dying because of stuff thing. I was just like, what is this?
Who approved this priest? This is the most unpoggers priest.
Yeah, he should have said poggers too,
he was
and done the face.
He was yeah, do the poggers for God, Godders.
Do the poggers face like as the bride and groom are kissing or something.
He was probably 30 something.
He was pretty. Yeah, he's the youngest priest I've ever seen. I think.
Yeah, I don't know why he's fucking up here.
Yeah.
But he didn't say sus, but I wonder if he even knows sus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Being a priest, he knows about sus people and things. But, you know.
Chat says God champ.
God champ.
God champ.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank God for letting me win at Fall Guys, and peace.
Okay, bye.
Do you want a brewski?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Priest's voice, Bussy. What about Gussie? That's God, right? the God pussy? Gussie? You hear me? Gussie?
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Gussie. And the Holy Sauce. Well, I'm trying to remember the lyrics to that Eric Foyer skit. With the,
yeah.
Praster.
Was it Father, Son, and the Holy Dab? Was that it? Yeah. The out of touch youth pastor.
Too in touch youth pastor. I don't know. Just modern youth pastor. Oh, it was like we pray to him upon the cross, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Floss.
Oh yeah, and then he flosses.
And then he flosses. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. Characters welcome on YouTube.
Yeah, Characters Welcome on YouTube has a lot of actually good like character skits.
Actually good improv.
What's the name of the guy that's really good that you were just talking about?
Eric Foyer.
Eric Foyer.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Foyer? Foyer? Who knows? I don't know how it's spelled.
I love him.
But all of his skits are pretty fucking good. Even the really weird ones.
He still pulls it off. Most of the people on that website, that channel, pull it off.
What was the one where he was like a college professor who kept squealing about stinky tummies or something? Do you remember that one? I don't know what the fuck that one was.
Is that him?
Yeah, I think that one was written just to make people like, what's the most weirdest, bizarre shit I can squeal out in a baby voice and make people really uncomfortable and still have it be funny somehow.
I don't remember. There's a lot of good skits on that channel though.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm off to rest upon my laurels as the new Fall Guys champion.
You should download Fortnite.
No.
And do that. Bet you win in Fortnite.
I don't want that chicken dinner.
You don't want that chicken dinner?
I don't know if I do.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want to touch that. I feel like everyone likes it.
It's too mainstream.
It's not that it's too mainstream. It's just that I'm worried that it's like algorithmically perfected in a lab for people to like it, and I'll like it too, and then I'll be obsessed. And I have enough obsessions right now.
Right.
You know. And
okay.
It's not entirely because it's the same with me in like MMOs. Like it's not just that they're really popular. It's just that they're so popular, which makes me think that they've keyed in on some really intrinsic part of the human psyche that makes people addicted to something.
Yeah, I'll never get you to play Final Fantasy 14.
I don't want to touch it.
Haven't you seen all the cute little guys you can have?
I don't like those cute little guys.
No, I'm not talking about the fucking Lalafell. I'm talking about all the little animal critters that you can get.
They're nice.
You can have a little red panda on your shoulder.
Cult of the Lamb, which also has little animal critters that I can take care of.
Yeah, I
all
guess
at once.
so. I guess.
And that game has an ending. Nice, smooth 18 hours.
Final Fantasy XIV also has an ending 500 hours into it.
And then you get the next DLC, and there's more to get to the ending.
Takes like there's like 2 year gaps between those.
2 hour gaps. We're talking content.
We talked about the Gussie enough that I don't know where I'm going anymore.
Good luck. Bye.
Goodbye. Love you. See ya. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I've been playing a lot, chat. A lot of Final Fantasy XIV. What is this sound? Hey, here's those grenades at least. And I'm full up. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV progress. Don't know last time I talked about this on stream, at least. I talk about it a fair amount on Twitter. I finished Shadowbringers. I'm in the Shadowbringers content, or the post-Shadowbringers patch content now. I took a break from the main story. I've gone through the first 2 patches. I'm taking a break from that just to go through the entire Nier Automata raid series. And it's good. It's pretty good. The whole thing of just like, it's written by Yoko Taro, though, isn't as exciting as it could be because he was still writing it for, you know, to be a raid, so the plot isn't super crazy. But maybe, you know, I haven't finished it, so maybe I'm full of shit because I looped around again, son of a bitch. Suddenly, there are plot elements from Drakengard coming in, like the Seeds of Destruction. I was very shocked by that shit coming up, so... Oh, son of a bitch, where am I going? Might trim this part down a little bit. So now I gotta get up here. But yeah, the guest raids are very good fan service, though. The raids I have... Well, they weren't raids. The, oh, what's the name of the other thing? The trials. The trials for Omega were extremely good fan service. Just really cool boss fights with bosses from throughout the entire franchise. And they were just all really cool and fun, unique gimmicks. There was only like one that I did not find very interesting. Another med pack, at least. Okay. And okay, so the trail body's here. Yup. And okay, so I can drop down there. Is there just a vent or something I haven't kicked in, or do I just need to keep going down this fucking hallway? That's what happens when you start talking about Fall Guys and all that shit. God damn it. It's still nicking me off the corner. Just eating all these bullets. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV is pretty great, if, you know, sometimes slow-paced in certain parts. It is one of those things, though, where it's like, ooh, yes. Thank you. It is one of those things, though, like, if you really do stick with it, and especially through some of the slow parts that come up every once in a while, especially in, you know, the initial base content of the game, it is pretty rewarding. There's so much stuff that does come back and gets paid off.
It's gonna blow!
Oh, shit. Can you shoot straight down? Who knows?
I'm moving in.
Whoop. That man screamed while he was a skeleton! Oh yeah, the Omega 11 one that had the Larbird and Starbird moves, that sucked a little, but I still like that fight. There is one boss that had like an anti-gravity mechanic, and he was just kind of... Damn it. The guy! Nedry or whatever. Sometimes it feels good to do this without using slow-mo. Just being able to pull all that shit off without needing the slow-mo, that feels cool. Just more run and gun. Hi. Hey.
Stay on your toe. He's over here!
Oh, shit, okay. I don't have grenades. How do I switch grenades again? Well, shit. Fine.
I need help!
Out of medkits. I should probably stop just trying to run and gun now. Okay, just double checking for items. But yeah, as people always say, if you have any interest in Final Fantasy XIV, Trial is extremely generous. It's the base game and the entire first expansion before you have to pay any type of sub. And honestly, the things that you're barred from are pretty minor. It's some of the social features and stuff like that. Like, you can't use the marketplace where you can, collect items and sell them so that other people can buy them. You can't use that. And you can't create a party. That doesn't really matter, because most of the time when you're in a party, it's going to be because you were in matchmaking to get added to a dungeon or whatever. So it's not that important. And then you can't do some private messaging stuff or trade items. Pretty minor, because also Final Fantasy XIV is kind of a single player JRPG first and then an MMO second. I see your mines. I see those. I'm not going there. Just put your hand through there. Damn it. Fine, I guess use the shotgun for this.
He's hit.
My dinky little arms cannot reach. Yeah, like word number in the chat is saying, not being able to make your own party is just kind of hampers stuff for high-end content, which you're not going to get to in the trial, really. Like, there'll be a couple extreme fights for some of the summons. I saw that gas.
Flashlight. Head down.
I'm gonna do a save right here, just in case. Oh, am I out of slots? Damn. Thought I would have more slots than that. Also, yes, one of the really great things they added was the trust systems, so that you can do you can solo most dungeons, at least story dungeons, the first time you go through them, which is extremely nice. It's like the way the game works, you know, you'll still be able to get real actual parties through matchmaking for even the very first dungeon in the game, you know, just because of the way the system works. It's just that sometimes the wait times might be long, especially if you're a DPS character who always seem to have the longest queue wait times. So being able to just blaze through those. The other benefit, honestly, my favorite thing about the trust system, which I have been using since I got to Shadowbringers, is it just lets you go through the dungeon at your own pace for your first playthrough, which is really nice to both absorb the atmosphere, and sometimes, you know, there is little bits of like lore and stuff scattered around those dungeons, and when you're playing with people who are just on the duty roulette, they're gonna blaze through that shit as fast as possible. And sometimes you might want to play, you know, with the trust system so that you can actually figure out the mechanics of a boss yourself, because honestly that's a big part of the fun for me. And I was always sad when I had to play through stuff and I couldn't actually figure out how the boss worked myself. I was just kind of, you know, getting pushed along by the rest of the party. And, you know, nothing malicious behind it. It's just they played it a million times. You can't expect them to, you know, do that every single time. There's a notification that, like, there's a new person playing this mission or dungeon. And, like, from Shadowbringers on, where the trust system was just there from the very start, like, if you have the trust system in the early content, it's just going to be, like, generic adventurers coming with you and not actual story characters. But from Shadowbringers on, there are actual characters with you in the story, and you can bring them in as your, you know, your party in the dungeon. And sometimes there's, like, unique dialogue based on which people you bring into the dungeon, which is cool. And it's also really interesting to see that they took the characters' personalities and used those to inform how they handle boss fights and mobs and dungeons. Because, like, there's one character, Alice, who's kind of a hothead, and anytime your limit break gauge fills up, she will almost always use it immediately, and other characters won't, because she's really aggro and wants to fuck shit up right away. Some characters that are, like, more wise and cautious are way better at dodging it, you know, boss mechanics than other characters are. That's really cool.
I'm just doing my job, and I'm doing what has to be done.
Oh no. Harlan Wade, I believe. I think we're actually a lot closer to the end than I thought we were. Just suddenly remembering this area a little bit. So by the way, already forgetting if I mentioned it earlier on the stream. If you're on my Twitch page, you can go to the schedule tab, and I'm going to try, on top of, you know, just streaming more frequently, hopefully, I am planning on making sure that my streams are scheduled ahead of time. You can check the schedule on the Twitch page to see what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be playing and when.
Fuckhead. He locked you out. The only way in is to divert power to the door.
Thank you for following, Astro. Yeah, I think once I walk in here, it's the end of the game. So we're, like, pretty damn close to the end, actually. Wow. How long have I been streaming? Not very long. Hour and a half? And some of that was the pre-show? Damn. Well, if I still feel like streaming after that, we'll see. We'll try and figure out, what I'm gonna play. Also, I forget who it was. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting your name. Someone earlier in the chat was asking about like what F.E.A.R 2 was like and if it was any good. And I would say F.E.A.R 2 is not very good. I still had fun playing through it, but the big issue with F.E.A.R 2 is that it was far more of a console, like it was developed for consoles first than PCs. And so it's missing a lot of stuff that I really like about F.E.A.R. For instance, no corner leaning, if I remember correctly. And the game just feels slower to compensate for, like, analog stick aiming. And it also just feels like it was, you know, looking at first-person shooter trends of the time with, you know... Oh, shit! Penetrator! Hold on a second. So like, F.E.A.R 2's okay. The ending sucks a lot. It's bad. Just from like hey, this is kind of just not tasteful, you know? There's To put it simply, you get raped by a ghost at the end of F.E.A.R 2, so it's not great. But there was still some bits of F.E.A.R 2 that were pretty fun. There's several sections where, like, you know, there's those RoboCop-ass looking bipedal weapons fighting that you fight in this game. There's robots similar to that you actually get to crawl into, like get in the cockpit and, you know, fight stuff in the robots. And the mechs are pretty fun because you're just like blowing up guys into chunks constantly with like, and each arm has a different gun on it and stuff. So I remember that part being pretty cool for sure. Okay. Now to jump into a pit and die. They're like slowly escalating, like hooking up the power music is funny to me. Okay, so I did those two, so I suppose I have to go back and then go to the other side, or something like that. Something I kind of, like, I don't miss it, but there was a certain time where it's like, you could tell you were making progress in a game because you would just be walking down a hallway and suddenly the game would lock up for 5 seconds as it was saving a checkpoint, or loading the next map. That would happen in, you know, in Valve games too, like Half-Life 2 and shit. And every time that happens, like, it kind of felt good. Like, oh yeah, confirmation there's progress. Yeah, roundhouse. Skeleton. Whoop.
I figured out what a synchronicity event is. There was an incident where they lost control of Fettel. He just suddenly started freaking out. He was only about 10 years old at the time, but I guess he killed a few people. In the investigation, they discovered that there had been a telepathic link between Fettel and Alma, even though she was in a coma. They concluded that she was influencing him. That must have been when they pulled the plug on Origin.
Mm-hmm. There's certain phrases that just sound really fucking cool no matter what. Synchronicity event? Hell yeah. Third impact? Yeah. That's a good one. Ah. Wish I could go over to the pipe. Yeah, again, chat. For some reason, the Twitch refuses to change my status from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to F.E.A.R. Can you still turn people into bones in later F.E.A.R. games? No, I don't remember that. Yeah, I remember some of the cool guns from this first game just not being in F.E.A.R. 2. I have yet to play F.E.A.R. 3. I have yet to play that. I'll have to see if Voidburger ever is interested in checking out the F.E.A.R. series and if she would want to play 3 with me, since that whole game's campaign is co-op. Point Man and Ghost Man. There we go. Would she be too spooked out by it? I mean, the biggest issue Voidburger has with horror games is when they're in first person, so that could be an issue. But this game is so heavily action-oriented that I don't know if it would actually be that big of an issue. Like, she would... If F.E.A.R. 3 has some of the jump scares that this game has, yeah, she would get got by those. But she would be fine for the most part. It's really the first person's perspective that gets her with horror games. Which is, you know... It's funny that she's, like, known for horror stuff and she loves horror, but it's, you know... It's mainly Silent Hill she's into. And can stomach, because she's so used to Silent Hill. Okay, is this the same damn way I just came from? Let's find out. Now, 3 is still a first-person shooter. Okay. Guess I come back through this way. Thunk. Oh wait, is this the way it came in? This is the way I came in. Yeah. Duh. Again, I get so easily turned around in large chunks of this game for some reason. Okay. So I'm gonna assume there's 4 of these things. Yeah, there's 4 locks. Hey, buddy. Okay. And yeah, this is the place that, yeah, it can't go up there. Thunk again. And we just got the 2 ladders, and that's it. So I'm missing something with these ladders. Okay. Yeah, again, at some point I still want to do a Let's Play of Condemned 2. Just for the very funny imagery of things like the whole bears segment, the whole, you know, defeating your alcoholism by getting into a literal fist fight with it. That part's pretty fucking rad. And also, I need to take my glasses off because my headphones are just pressing my glasses up against my head just enough to give me like a headache. Alright, folks, we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure out where the fuck to go soon. So I'm pretty sure this was just items, but we'll double check again. Yeah, just items down here, not progress. But yeah, Condemned 2 just gets real crazy. It's interesting because, like, well, it gets a lot... Like, there's still horror elements in it, for sure. Like, it's still trying to be scary. But 1 is more horror-oriented. Because, like, 1 also had, like, a mechanic that I really, really liked. I would love to see it get used in more games. The fact that there was no ammo counter. Like, there was no UI telling you how many bullets you had, so you had to physically, like, push a button to pull out the magazine to confirm how many bullets you had left. I fucking loved that. Something I've always been interested in is, like, there's a problem with games where it's like, there's a lot of games where it's like really easy to laugh about the body count in a game, especially when you're supposed to be a hero, you know, the whole ludonarrative dissonance thing. But it's like, you know, what if you do want to have gun combat in your game that isn't the main focus, but it still needs to be, like, good or serviceable at least. And, like, but the issue is, it's hard to make good AI for enemies, right? And if you do, it could potentially be really frustrating because you're going to get killed all the time. And so the opposite thing to have is to have a lot of guys to kill. And I've always liked the idea of, like, not all games need to be really crazy run and gun shit. What if, you know, you simply had different mechanics for shooting so that, you know, you didn't have all the aids every single video game has of normal crosshairs, ammo counters, being able to just reload mega fucking fast. You know, there's some games that have tried to toy with that a little bit, and I would still like to see more of that. How the fuck do I get out of this pipe? I forget the name of the game. Was it just called Revolver? Or is there a vent I'm missing? Receiver. That was a game where... Oh, yeah, there's an event. Thank you for pointing it out. Receiver is the game where there's, like, a whole, you know, complicated-ass procedure of, like, actually doing every physical step of reloading a gun. Which I thought was interesting. I thought that was a cool idea. Because it's like, how do you have quote-unquote slightly more realistic gun combat and maybe a game that's more horror focused or more, you know, serious, where it is going to be like a weird dissonance to see you mowing down 20 guys because that's the only way to make a combat encounter long enough and enjoyable enough. And it's like, you know, how do you make enemies a bigger threat without also them just killing you in 1 or 2 shots? And it's, you know, what if you do have less enemies and there are more mechanics based around, you know, the actual gun itself, reloading and you know, taking aim and all that shit. Like, I don't know. It's stuff I think about every once in a while. Okay. There's a VR multiplayer shooter game where you can literally pull the magazine out of someone else's gun. That's really cool. Also, yeah, it is true, though, Jim Loveboat in the chat, that crosshairs are there for people who get motion sick. That's very true. Don't want to forget about, you know, some of these elements aren't just for convenience, but also for, you know, people who are motion sick or maybe have, you know, some sort of disability where that makes the game much easier for them to, you know, play and make it more accessible. I don't want to take any of that type of shit away, which is why all those things, like, by default, those games should be toggleable. Those things should be toggleable for every game. Because it fucking sucks when someone can't play a game because their hands aren't dexterous enough, and not in like a fucking skill way, or, you know, whatever, but it's just like there's too many buttons to hold at once, and, you know, shit like that. Ah! speaking of things, something I was actually impressed with the accessibility functions in the second Horizon game. There is an option in the audio section to turn off tinnitus sounds. And that's a great option that I think needs to be in more stuff, because I understand from an audio direction standpoint of wanting to have the tinnitus sound, especially for explosions and stuff, but also tinnitus can be real awful for some certain people. And also it can just be fucking annoying, even if you're not a person who's sensitive to tinnitus stuff, you know? Wow, I'm getting messed up. Need to crouch and do some peeking here. Conserve my health a bit, because I only have 2 med kits. Whoop! There you are. Yeah, there we go. Chunks! Oh man, that chunk got all the way up on there. Jesus. Okay. A lot of games are doing it now, but another accessibility feature I like a lot is being able to change subtitle size. Because something I have noticed, like, thank God we're finally at a point at least where subtitles are basically mandatory. Like, everyone expects subtitles in games. But when you go back to, like, the PS2 and even some games in the PS3 era, like, there are times when games just did not have subtitles because they didn't fucking bother. And you still see that every once in a while for major productions. Like, the Spyro trilogy remake did not have subtitles originally. They had to patch it in. And I was just like, fucking really? You got through, like, approval processes without having... Very nice. Without having subtitles in your game? But, you know, subtitle size, great for accessibility. Being able to customize even the font, you know, for dyslexia, or change the color and adding, you know, backgrounds to it with various transparencies. All that stuff's great. But also, the default font size for subtitles for a lot of games is just way too fucking small, in my opinion. Like, I honestly feel like Japanese games do a better job at having correctly sized subtitles a lot of time than Western games do. And usually Japanese games are more lagging behind in accessibility features, unless it's a bigger budget game. There we go. God, The Quiet Man had subtitles in pure white with no stroke on it? No! That's terrible.
Starting to make sense. The name of the woman they used for origin is home. That's who Fettel's looking for. He's going home.
So yes, Fettel has been, as we heard from the Synchronicity event explanation earlier, Fettel is basically being controlled, or at least pulled towards Alma, because he's still got a psychic link with her, and she was the woman used for the original Project Origin stuff to create, you know, psychic platoon soldiers. Okay, here we go. I think everything might be powered on. Yeah, Alma is Fettel's mom. And Project Origin did get shut down because it's like, hey, this Project Origin thing seems really bad. Lots of bad things keep happening. And then it got revived by, you know, this company. Like, what, 20 years later or something like that? I forget the actual time. The amount of time that passes before with the Project Origin getting shut down and then revived. Oh yes, also chat, I agree, another really good one is to be able to change button mashing things to just hold the button. That's wonderful. It's really good, like, even aside from accessibility and shit like that, that's also really good for QA testers. Like, they still are going to have to test to make sure button mashing shit works, but when you're playing shit over and over and over and you're not testing that part, particularly when you're trying to do crit path run-throughs and stuff, like just being able to hold the button. Or even better, QTE auto-completes. That's also good. I think the Spider-Man game, both that and Miles Morales have the QTE autocomplete toggle. Uncharted 4 does, I think, as well. Yeah, button mashing should not be a requirement for QTEs and shit like that. Like, come on. It just sucks a lot of the time. Okay. So, I got up here, go here, go back up. How do I get out of here? Help! Yeah, there might be some controversial things about Last of Us 2, but the accessibility options they have in that game is fucking great. All the different visibility options and shit. All that stuff's good. The additional subtitles they have that's like the descriptive subtitles that are read out by, you know, with a text-to-speech voice. That stuff's really good. Okay. I need to stop talking for a second and just focus on where the fuck I'm going. Oh, one of the big power couplings needs to be switched back? Oh, right, because this fucking door is... Yes, thank you. Thank you. I got distracted talking about accessibility features. And subtitles. Something that drives me nuts about subtitles in games, too, is that a lot of the time they just don't... They don't follow, like, the rules established for subtitles for, like, movies. There's, like, supposed to be a character limit and a line limit. It's, like, 2 lines maximum with, like, 70 characters in each line. Something like that. Also, yeah, okay, so I need to jump on this and ride it over, I suppose. Or something. Or, oh no, I have to go up over here. And then... And it just goes back down. Oh, is this thing in the fucking way? Also, part of it is just because there's so many other fucking things. Yeah, okay, so I have to go there. There's a ladder that I didn't notice. There. I figured it out, folks. But yeah, a lot of games will just be like, okay, there's a part where some guy was crunching and he had way more important things to do than the subtitles. And so, like, you'll get a subtitle that just drops a full paragraph of text on you because, you know, he didn't have time to add timings for every 2 lines of text. Okay, is this just gonna stay here? I hope so. Like, Kojima's games have generally been extremely good about subtitle standards. Nice big fonts, pretty legible. They never paragraph dump on you. It's great. Yes, get plugged in! Plug! Yeah, Netflix. I agree, chat. Netflix has pretty damn rough subtitles. Not great. Okay, I guess we're all hooked up. I think. Now we can go through that door that was locked earlier, because I actually have all the fucking power things plugged in. Just let me go under. Come on. Oh, wait, shotgun. Thank you. Yes, there we go. Oh man, these things again. I am trying to remember. I'm forgetting the controls here. Not the joystick. How do I switch between grenades again? 4, 5, and 6. Damn it! My shotgun missed! Son of a bitch. Yeah, I can't imagine playing F.E.A.R 1 with a gamepad. That would suck. Fuck! I want to do the cool thing! Well, I'm just screwing myself over. Here, before I fuck up even more, let's save. Let's just do a save. Whoop! I killed myself with the splash damage from my gun. Okay. I should have just peeked around the corner, but shooting the grenade out of the air just sounded really cool to me. There. Done. I agree, Chad. It would have looked really cool if I did it. I did it earlier in one of the other streams, but I just don't have good guns for shooting the grenades right now. Either the ammo's too precious to waste on shooting a grenade, or it's the shotgun, which has a spread and misses the grenade a lot. Oh, there's a breakable event there. Hello. Oh, what do I drop? All these guns are good. Do I drop the skeleton gun? Or do I just drop this? I got 50 rounds in this thing, though. Does the boss have a skeleton? I don't remember. I think I'm just going to keep what I have. The rocket launcher is really good, but it does chew through its ammo really fast. 50 rounds in this gun right here is a lot, so I don't want to throw it away. One of my coworkers worked on this game. I always forget to talk to them about what it was like working on this. I don't remember what he actually did on the project. It was a while ago when I talked to him and he told me that he worked at Monolith for a time and worked on F.E.A.R. I remember, all I remember saying was just like, "Oh man, that game's so good," and it was just like, "Yeah, it's one of my favorite games I worked on." How the fuck do I get there? I must be missing something over here. Right? Chad, am I missing something? Kind of felt weird that I hit a dead end. Unless, oh, do I ride those canisters down or something? What if that? Yeah. Yep, rocket launcher room. Doi. Oh man, it's been a while. We haven't had any answering machines this whole stream until now. Damn.
New messages. First message from Genevieve Aristide. Harlan, it's Genevieve. Listen, I understand your feelings, I really do. But this is no time for sentimentality. If Origin is uncovered, every single one of us will burn for it. It's time we buried the dead, don't you think? Next message from Genevieve Aristide. Harlan, it's me again. If you want an apology, then I apologize. I was wrong. You were right. In any case, I want to be sympathetic, but the situation is urgent. I'm sending Mapes to take care of things since you seem reluctant to do what needs to be done. I hope you can find it in yourself to assist him. End of messages.
Burn all the papers. Burn all the documents. Delete your browser history. Yep, that's why I figured. I just wanted to double check that was where I came from. I've always wondered, at what point in a game's development, a first-person shooter, or any first-person game really, at what point in that game's development do they go, we need to be able to see the feet. We need to be able to see your legs. Is it like a core thing at the start, or is there just one guy's like, you gotta see your feet? Kick! The kick! Yeah, fuck you.
Alma's still in there. And gotta find her before EDC decides to get rid of the evidence.
Ah, shit.
You have to destroy this facility before he lets you out. There are 4 pylons. Damage the reactor cells, and you'll trigger a chain reaction. Blow the whole place to hell, where it belongs. If he lets Alma out, you have to stop him.
Man, is this a funiculum? Hell yeah, it is.
We may be out of contact from here on. Be careful of this Wade guy. God only knows what he's capable of.
You still don't know, do you? What you are. Why you're here. What's the first thing you remember? What's your given name? Where were you born? You have no history. You and I were born from the same mother. You must have sensed it. She cannot see in your mind, but perhaps you can see into hers. A life of waking from one nightmare, only to find herself deep in another. I will set her free.
Damn. Got him. And you got her. Yeah, with no more psychic link. They're just nothing.
She was a very disturbed child. Terrible, debilitating nightmares, hallucinations, hysteria. She never had a chance at a normal life. It was Disler who realized she was telepathic. He speculated that she was extremely sensitive to the negative emotions of people around her. We removed her from that chamber only twice. She was 15 when the first prototype was born. She was supposed to be comatose, but she started screaming when we induced labor and didn't stop until the liquid filled her lungs. There are plausible scientific explanations for everything that followed, but I think it was really just a question of hatred. It is the way of men to make monsters. And it is the nature of monsters to destroy their makers.
Is the stuff on the frame rate different from the stuff on the laptop a different frame rate from the rest of the game? It might be. Depends if those are video files playing and not like if they're video files projected onto the laptop, or if there's an extra viewport there rendering a different scene elsewhere in the map. Some of the TVs in this game have looked like they're rendering a different viewport in the map, so that they would be real time, so they should be the same frame rate, but I don't know.
They want to destroy her, but I think she's suffered enough. We put her in there 2 days before her 8th birthday.
No life signs detected.
She died 6 days after we pulled the plug.
Release sequence complete.
This is how it ends.
Skeleton! A jiggly skeleton, ooh. I also remember this final boss fight from Half-Life 2. Big orb. Oh yeah, Chad, absolutely. The scientists that worked on this project are all like the irredeemable pieces of shit for sure. Whoop! I shouldn't have reloaded. Nope. Yeah, the slow-mo orbs with the ghost coming out of it look real good. Everything visually in this game holds up extremely well. Like, it's got a really nice clean look. It's just like Metal Gear Solid 2, which is also a game that, for the most part, holds up really well, I think. It's just good texture work, good lighting, knowing their limitations extremely well and working within those confines. Hello, Voidburger.
Hi.
What's up?
I just want to see how you were, if you need another brewski or anything.
No, I'm good right now. I'm shooting ghosts.
Good. Good. Good that you're doing that. Good for you.
Yeah. They're voiping out of weird holes. I'm like maybe 10 minutes away from beating the game.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah.
No rush. I was wondering if maybe like a half hour you want to eat food, but
Oh yeah.
it's cool
Yes.
with me.
We discovered an extremely good brand of beef ravioli. And it's really... Take the ravioli.
I thought you were talking about the game for a half second, and I was like, oh, good meme about the game.
Yep.
What?
Take the ravioli. You don't put normal spaghetti sauce on it. You put bolognese sauce on it.
More meat.
Even more meat. Meat sauce.
Meat
and then you get
ravioli.
garlic bread. Frozen garlic bread. Doesn't really matter what brand. They're all good, I think.
I don't know if they're all good, but we've only had one brand, and you're
It's
really
good.
going in on they're all good.
And yeah, it's fucking delicious.
Enter the meat.
There's also that chicken and garlic ravioli I spotted that
Very curious
sounded
about that,
pretty
but
good.
I feel like maybe a pesto would go with that instead of a bolognese.
Oh, a pesto? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love destroying reactor cells to sabotage energy pylons. Enemy pylons?
Energy pylons.
Enemy energy pylons. Good luck destroying those.
I'm trying to destroy a ghost girl.
That's her pylons?
Yeah, those are her pylons.
Oh, well, okay, but...
Thank you for the raid, Mocha Jake.
Mocha Jake.
Mocha Jake? Mocha Jake? One of those. It's a shame that we're kind of getting close to the end of the game as these extra people are filing in here. This is F.E.A.R. if you haven't seen it.
Anyway, good luck with the last 10 minutes of F.E.A.R.
It's full of ghosts. It sucks. Also, thank you for subbing, Wisdom. Oh, finally another gun, damn. Also, yeah, I agree, chat. I feel like a lot of other games would have made those ghosts a one-hit kill instead of just doing normal amounts of damage, and thank God they are not one-hit kills. Also, yeah, just look at this. This is like a 2005 game, and this is great lighting. Like, look at the barrels. That's lovely. Like, man, what a good game. Yeah, if only I had the super gravity gun right now. Which reminds me, one of the main reasons I built that new gaming PC is specifically because I really wanted to play some VR stuff, and my previous rig it was bottlenecked by the CPU, basically. Like, the video card was like a 1070, which is okay for some VR stuff, but like I really want to play Half-Life Alyx specifically. So I finally have a rig that I'm capable of doing that. Now I just need a VR headset, but I don't I don't feel like spending even more money in a headset right now. So maybe for Christmas or something, who knows. Yeah, also kind of funny that there's still like stat boosts coming up in like the last 10 minutes of the game or whatever. Like, there's not even that many things left to shoot, because if I remember correctly, I might be wrong, I don't think there's any, like, major big boss or anything. I think the thing I'm doing right now is, like, the final boss, essentially. Ooh, body armor clipping through the environment. Yes, please. Yeah, I need to shoot the exposed pillars. I thought it was going to be, like, I had to go to a console to, like, shut them off or overload them or something, but maybe I just need to shoot the damn things. Anyways. Like, yeah, that's the thing. I'm shooting them, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Or maybe I'm simply shooting the wrong part like a dumbass. I was killed. Rip. Anyways. Let's not do that. Should just be an alternate ending, honestly. Wow. Was this noise this loud before I reloaded from checkpoint? I don't remember if it was. It's very loud for me, at least. Now, is this just a, like, kills you no matter where you are thing? Or is this like, I was just too close? I was just too close. The ghost guys do look cool, though. I will admit. I like their look. I also enjoy that there's, like, no real explanation for them. Like, obviously, it's, like, something to do with Alma, but, like, that's all you get. Are we going to stream F.E.A.R 2? I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it and see if we want to revisit that game. Yeah, there are some good parts of F.E.A.R 2.
He's the one alive. I just picked up his signal. If you can hear me, get to high ground. The chopper is standing by.
Oops. Whoa, excuse me. Holy shit. Ah, my face. Okay, let's find a lever or go a different way. Oop. Oh, God. This is the wrong gun for this. Shit. Okay, let's just go. Cornered. Wow.
He's alive. I just picked up his signal. If you can hear me, get to high ground. The chopper is standing by.
Okay. We will get a little bit further ahead and then switch back to... Or not switch back, but we will do another save so we don't have to pick up all of our guns again here. Honestly, playing this game right now is making me want to check out, because I've never really played it beyond the demo, when the demo originally came out. I want to check out Doom 3. I'm just morbidly curious about it. And that game also came out as similar... Like the same year or the year after F.E.A.R. did? I forget. But... my impressions of the demo was that it was trying to be a little bit more of like an immersive sim, kind of. There's lots of, you know, emails and shit to read with your PDA. Oh, shit. I'm out of bullets for that gun. Okay. Phew. Damn it. Keep switching to the wrong gun. This one. Right here. We save. Can I kick the ghosts? Probably. The only problem is that they do damage on contact with me, though, so I don't think it would be particularly helpful. Might as well, since I'm out of bullets for the SMG there. Man, there's a lot of ghosts. Yeah, the shotgun's actually pretty good for the ghosts just because you can take out like 3 of them with one shot, which is pretty satisfying. Any other guns or anything up here? Hey, don't mind if I do. Oh, actually, going back to a previous topic, there is one other game that I've been playing recently, though I haven't touched it for like the past 2 weeks because I got obsessed with Live Alive. I started very recently playing Monster Hunter Rise, my second Monster Hunter. My first one was World. I never really... I only played World for like 3 hours. I never even finished the single player stuff. Whoa, shit! But Rise seems really good so far, especially because the wire bug stuff really enhances mobility a lot. It is pitch black in here. But I'm excited to go back to Rise soonish. Once I finish up Somnium Files in this game, I suppose.
I've tried to forget.
I guess Peace Walker's kind of a Monster Hunter game.
Hard to forget. You were born here, in this place. I was there.
I just died. A ghost grabbed me.
I just won Fall Guys again.
Again? You won Fall Guys again?
I did it again. I think I might just be good at Blast Ball.
Blast Ball.
Blast Ball.
Blast Ball.
Blast Ball.
Blast Ball.
I did it.
Blast those balls.
Everyone falls down the holes, and I just try to steer clear, and then it'll just be me and one guy, and we'll just have a duel, and then I win.
Nice.
That's my tech.
You should become a Fall Guys streamer.
No. Goodbye. Ainsley forgot I was there in general, I guess, in the apartment, and thought it was Alma.
Yeah.
I guess Alma sounds like me.
She doesn't really talk, but... yeah, she does. She goes, hey.
That's my assumption. Enjoy my breath, by the way.
I forgot where I just loaded in. Ah! Almost your cat's name? That's kind of a cute name for a cat, though. I became very excited recently because the apartment complex I live in has never allowed pets. And then, like, very quietly, very recently, they have suddenly changed their whole minds on that after, you know, like 30 years of allowing no pets. And now they allow pets, and sometime soonish when the time is right, might get some cats. Very excited to have a cat again.
I've tried to forget.
I've tried to forget.
Tried so hard to
Let's save again.
forget.
Okay, let's make sure to look at almost soon enough this time to actually sink enough bullets into her.
You were born here, in this place. I was there. Take her back to the vault.
That's me. I'm that baby. Oh yeah, this effect looked fucking cool as hell back then. It still looks pretty good. This still looks pretty damn good. Like, look at this.
There he is.
I don't know how you lived through that. We still don't know the extent of the damage.
We haven't been able to get through to anyone since the explosion. What about Alma? What happened to her? What was that sound?
Oh man. And that's F.E.A.R. It just kind of ends abruptly, although there is, if I remember correctly, at the end of the credits, there is a Metal Gear Solid-ass phone call between Genevieve and another mysterious character. But yeah, isn't that, like, nuke explosion effect really good, especially for the time it was made? Like, it still holds up pretty damn well. Like, this is as good as a first-person shooter from nearly 20 years ago can age, I think. It's... The only issue is that it's easy to get lost in some of the levels. And, like... The gameplay is still incredible. Visuals still really great on PC. And, like, I basically didn't have to mod anything except for the little fix you can get for making sure that the UI and font size actually scales correctly to higher resolutions, or at least better than it does by default. And that's the only mod. But yeah, it's just such a good game. Oh yes, and there's also a... Correct, that's the other thing I had to fix, Shadowhog. There's a bug with Logitech mice. That's also easy to fix if you just Google it. Or look up the modding guides on Steam for the game. I need to look at these credits a little more closely to see if I recognize any people. I think I only have one coworker that worked at Monolith, but there might be some people who left who also worked at Monolith in the past. And it's like, you know, F.E.A.R. got 3 whole games and a bunch of expansions, like non-canon expansions for the first game. And that's a pretty good run for a franchise, I feel, but I still feel like he could do a modern-day F.E.A.R. and get something good from that. I think you just need to make sure that a new F.E.A.R. doesn't bend too far towards checking off the boxes that most modern games need to have, or at least people feel they need to have. Like, I never played the multiplayer for this game, And I feel like multiplayer would be a cool thing to have in a new one, just maybe not the way a lot of multiplayer stuff goes now, where it has to have seasons and battle passes and all that shit. I don't know. Maybe someday in the future we'll do another stream where we see if we can set up some F.E.A.R. multiplayer or something. I've never played it. Yeah, there is Trepang 2, like I mentioned earlier. That's probably the closest we'll ever get to a new F.E.A.R. Which, again, folks, you should check out Trepang 2. The demo is out on Steam right now. That's Trepang 2. It is extremely F.E.A.R. The guns feel great. The sound effects are extremely good. Like, the sound design in Trepang 2 for the guns kicks a lot of ass. Everything's really punchy. You can hear all the bullet casings, like, dropping and hitting the floor and jingling around. Does Monolith still own the rights to F.E.A.R.? I believe they do, because they're a WB Games studio now, right? I think they still have the rights to it. I have no idea if there's a Trepang one. Oh yeah, there's also that indie shooter Celico that seems F.E.A.R. inspired. I haven't checked that one out yet. Also, yeah, this music's good. F.E.A.R. has a great soundtrack. Really matches the horror action style they've got. Yeah, sorry for the 6-month gap between the last stream and this one. Working on video games took up a lot of my time, it turns out. GameSpy. RIP. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 6 months too. Apparently last time I streamed this game was in like late February. Haha.
Senator, it's Genevieve Aristide. I just wanted to assure you that the origin situation has been resolved.
But so much for discretion.
It was unavoidable. There is some good news, however. The first prototype was a complete success.
Mr. President. Oh man, that game's still real good. Here, we'll switch back to... Whoa! We'll switch back to here. Yeah, it's... That game kicks a lot of ass. Oh, by the way, this is the Kirby shirt. He's on vacation. I don't think we can get a brother out of me tonight, unfortunately. I'm a little tired and also a little tipsy from drinking the strawberry lemonades. Does Twitch still have... Has Voidburger seen this overlay? Yes, she has. The video this came from, we watched it when we were searching archive.org for weird videos like a year or two ago, and just laughing at the downloaded naked ladies part, and I've just been waiting to get some time to make this an overlay. Yeah, I forget if Twitch still has a rule where like you can't show alcohol or something. I don't know. It's a strawberry lemonade cider, Blake's Hard Cider. They're really good. Yes, thank you for coming to the stream. I'll be streaming again on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 Central, and then, noon Pacific? And originally I was going to be streaming more F.E.A.R, but I guess I'll have to find something new to stream since we finished this game up sooner than I thought we would. I thought there's another chapter or two left in the game. F.E.A.R 2? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, there's also the F.E.A.R expansions. Trepang 2 as well. Yeah, we'll see. Here, actually, I want to double check just on Steam. When Trepang 2 is I have no idea if that's how you say it. When that's supposed to come out. Okay, the release date is still set to just 2022. With nothing more specific than that. So I guess I'll just have to keep my eyes peeled for that. But yeah, maybe we'll check that out next. The only issue being that Trepang 2 had some graphics options you could really crank up that would kind of kill the frame rate. So I might have to take some time to figure out if I can stream that game and play it on the same PC, or if that'll be too heavy of a processing load. Because I have like a really good processor on my editing PC, but the video card's only a 2070 Super, so that might be a bit too graphics intensive, but I don't know. We'll see. I could also try and figure out how to hook up my new gaming PC to Capture 2, but it's in the living room, and so I would either need to pull the PC in here, which is annoying, or use one of my really long HDMI cables, but all of them right now are like dropping frames when I use those cables, which really sucks for Capture for sure. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out by Saturday. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for everybody who subbed or tipped or donated or anything. Thank you so much. It's going to help fix my teeth situation, which sucks. Yeah, thanks for hanging around, and we'll get that Final Fantasy VII Remake Let's Play going again pretty soon. Next week, I believe, Bizarre Podcast Dogs Must Die will be covering the final 2 episodes of Part 5 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And then we'll have our recap podcast the following week with another special guest. And until then, see you later. Oh wait, we also have one more. We got this, the outro. Bye.
One more thing, just something you'd like to say about video games on behalf of everybody in the country. Play them, they're fun.
Totally awesome.